Have you ever dared to question the shape of the Earth? What if I told you the world as we know it might just be a lie? When a skeptical geography teacher named Daniel stumbled upon a centuries-old journal hidden in the walls of his late grandfather's cabin, he dismissed it as a crackpot theory. The journal belonged to a man named Edward, Daniel's great-great-grandfather, who had been a cartographer for a prestigious academy in the early 1900s. Inside its yellowed pages, Edward's neat script detailed his discovery of a vast enclosed plain that he believed to be the actual Earth. According to his journal, the world was not a globe as we've been taught, but a disc-shaped landmass surrounded by an impassable ice wall that prevented anyone from going over the edge. But what truly captured Daniel's attention were the sketches, coordinates, and even a confession of sorts that suggested Edward had been part of a secret international coalition tasked with guarding this hidden truth. At first, Daniel assumed it was all a product of his grandfather's overactive imagination. A man of science and reason, he couldn't fathom that anyone would willingly deceive the world about something as fundamental as the shape of the Earth. Yet there was something about the journal entries that nagged at him, a nagging feeling of unease that refused to go away. Dismissing it as the product of a vivid imagination, he went back to his life as a non-believer. However, the nagging feeling persisted, and soon strange things began to happen. Daniel started noticing missing expedition records from the South Pole, strange anomalies in satellite images that had been redacted. And then there were the whistleblowers, who seemed to vanish without a trace. It was as if someone or something was watching him, waiting for him to get too close to the truth. Fearful but determined, Daniel decided to dig deeper. He began to investigate the strange occurrences, piecing together clues that hinted at a grand conspiracy. He uncovered tales of explorers who had ventured too far and never returned, their expeditions erased from history. He delved into the annals of satellite imagery, finding that some crucial pictures of the Arctic and Antarctic regions were missing, replaced by heavily pixelated images that concealed whatever they were hiding. Then there were the whistleblowers, individuals who claimed to have irrefutable proof of the flat Earth, only to disappear before they could reveal what they knew. All of this was happening in a world where the internet provided seemingly limitless access to information. Yet when it came to the shape of the Earth, there were gaping holes in our knowledge, inconvenient truths that someone was determined to keep hidden. As Daniel's investigation deepened, he found himself in a race against time. Someone or some organization was clearly watching him, ensuring that he didn't uncover the truth. He felt like a character in a thrilling spy movie, always looking over his shoulder, questioning everyone's motives. Trust was a luxury he could no longer afford. The more he learned, the more he realized how much of what we believe to be true, including the shape of the Earth, might be nothing but a lie. He discovered that there were powerful organizations with a vested interest in keeping the world believing in a spherical Earth, even if it meant resorting to deception and silencing those who knew the truth. Daniel was now in the middle of a hidden war, a battle of wits and wills between those who sought to preserve the lie and those who yearned for the truth. With each passing day, he inched closer to the edge of the lie, but the closer he got, the more danger he faced. As he stood at the precipice of revelation, he was forced to confront a terrifying question. Was the world he knew about to shatter, leaving him lost in a maelstrom of uncertainty? Or would he be swept up in the current of lies, forever trapped in a reality that was not his own? What will Daniel do next? Will he expose the lie and risk everything, or stay silent and live a life of quiet desperation? Only time will tell.